Hello, this is Emily for the Geeky Female. Today I'm going to talk to you about an activity that really affected my life, and that would be drum corps. Drum corps is short for drum and bugle corps. It's an activity for people, depending on the corps, from 11 or 12 all the way up to 21 or 22. 21 is the age limit, but if you turn 22 in July, they're not going to kick you out. They'll let you finish the season and stuff, so yeah. Anyway, so drum and bugle corps is, for those of you who have heard of it but don't really know, haven't marched it, probably know that's kind of like marching band in the fact that you march and you play music, but that's pretty much all the similarities. You need the same skill set. You need to be able to play, read music, and you need to be able to march. But it's completely different parts of the year. It's summer, and you compete during the summer rather than fall. There's no woodwinds, and that's because woodwinds would break every 2 seconds if you tried doing drum corps with them, trust me. I played clarinet. I know how often the reeds break, and that would not go well on tour. And you travel the country competing. Not many marching bands get to travel the country competing. I know mine didn't. So that's quickest way to talk about, that's the quickest way to explain drum corps. Anyways, so drum corps has really affected me in multiple ways. My first year, I was a junior in high school. I went to this camp because my friends begged me to. I was going to try and march the previous season, but it didn't add up. So eventually I went to this camp, the first camp, my junior year, and I loved it. I got my ass whooped. I tried playing baritone, marching baritone, which actually, you hold up like a trumpet, but it weighs 1,000,000 pounds. And I was this tiny little skinny girl who was in completely no shape at all. And my arm got so exhausted because I was holding it so stiffly that the blood stopped and my arm flopped. It was really bad. My arm collapsed. Oh god, that was a really painful memory, but it was awesome at the same time because I knew I was getting better. I knew I was doing something that I never thought I could before. And everyone was supporting me, even though I was kind of failing, my whole arm flopping. Everyone was like, "Hey, you tried. You did well for trying. This is your first camp. You haven't played baritone in years. Go you. I know the baritone's heavy. Go you. You held it up for a long time. You keep working at that. You get better." And I was like, yeah, I can do this. Unfortunately, around March, so around now, I actually had to stop playing baritone because I had a little bit of a mental block with the baritone. I actually have Tourette's disorder, Tourette's syndrome. Don't know why I said disorder. Brain. Anyway, Tourette's syndrome, and I would keep twitching. And one time I was so exhausted, which isn't going to help me keep control of my body, twitching and all that. I was so exhausted while practicing that I started having a full Tourette's attack while in the middle of trying to play this horn, and it freaked me out because my brain's like, whoa, what the hell's going on? And so then afterwards I was like, okay, I stopped for the day. I'm like, well, I need to step away from the instrument. And then after that I couldn't play anymore. Anytime I tried touching the horn for more than 5 minutes, my brain automatically went to that freak-out zone because it happened once. So yeah, that was great. So I had to sadly tell the staff, I'm like, my body keeps having a flip out whenever I touch my horn. What the hell do I do? And then they switched me to conductor. Yeah, me, little rookie. They switched me to an arm flapper. Yeah, that was fun. It was also the most stressful thing ever. I know that a few of the vets were really mad at the fact that a rookie got the cool conducting position. A lot of people were like, you don't do anything. A lot of people were skeptical. They thought I was, they thought I wouldn't be able to do anything. And over the season, at least I believe that I proved them wrong. I think I did well enough because, the staff asked me to come back in that position for the next year. When I was actually hey, I kind of want to try color guard or something. And they're like, please come back and conduct. Yeah, so that was really awesome. But yeah, over that season, especially that first season, and then second season, this continued, I learned a lot about myself. I don't just mean like the generic, like, no. I actually learned stuff. Like, I learned how to lead. I'm not saying that I'm the best leader this whole damn world has ever seen, but I know how to get people to not think I'm a pompous douchebag. I know how to, not like coerce, because that's a bad word, but like how to try and get people to agree with what I'm saying, or try to agree to at least help. I learned how to organize things. I learned how to make a schedule. I learned how to keep the schedule. Because that was one of my jobs, was, you know, making up the whiteboard for the day with the times. I learned how to do that. I learned how to manage things. Like, make sure that the tubas were getting the scaffolding done, meanwhile making sure the color guard was getting the field all clean, making sure that the rookies, because the rookies, you know, always get the best job, had to clean the locker rooms correctly, and swept the floors and all that stuff, made sure that the lost and found was collected and distributed, and afterwards punishment was distributed because they lost their shit. Punishment, by the way, was making the rest of your section do push-ups at whatever stop was next, even if it was at fucking midnight. We made, for example, if a trumpet lost his towel, trumpet accepted the towel, because fuck, he needs a towel. So then all the other trumpets had to line up outside the coach bus and do push-ups the entire time, threatening to kill him. That is good punishment, because you don't want to piss off the rest of your section, because they can, you know, fuck you up, because they're mad. And no one will stop them because it's a section thing. Yeah. So, I had to, like, you know, do that. I had to help the head drum major, because, no offense, dude, but, he was kind of ditzy. I don't mean, like, bad ditzy, but I mean, like, every once in a while he'd be like, so what are we doing next? Oh, I need that? So, yeah, that. I was in charge of making sure all the materials were taken care of. Like, I had to charge all the speakers and the Dr. Beats and, you know, all that good stuff. I had to make sure, you know, rehearsals went smoothly, that every instructor had all the materials they needed. I had to play, like, you know, interference between the support staff and the instruction staff. I had to make sure that everything was going according to plan. Like, I learned a bunch of shit. I learned people skills, you know, dealing with the members. I learned management skills, keeping track of the time and the materials, and, you know, making sure that everything went according to plan. I became good at time management, which was like a fucking miracle, because, you know, each shower load. So, like, you know, you only have an hour and a half to make sure everybody showers, everybody packs up all their shit, the trucks are all filled, everyone has their uniform, the entire school that we're staying at is perfectly clean, that everyone has their shit on the buses, and that everyone's in their seat with their uniform, with their show hair, with their show makeup, with everything that they need. And if not, I will kill them. Anyway, so I learned that all my first season, and that was, yeah. Then my second season, I continued learning that. I will say, my second season, I was much better at dealing with people. My first season, I still took me a while to get used to the whole, like, yelling doesn't work. But second season, you know, I got a lot better. And, like, I've noticed that I've been able to take the things I learned from there and use in other places. Not just, you know, there's the fact that I was then drum major for my marching band at my high school. That I took those skills and I put that there. But then also there's the fact that, like, for example, right now my major is Parks and Recreation Management. I decided to do that because of my things at drum corps. Because I know that given the opportunity, I actually can manage things. And I can do it well. Yeah, you know, like, I'm not being a music major. Because, like, everybody, when they think of, oh, you know, majors relating to drum corps, they're like, music education, music. There's other things. Management. I've learned a shit ton about management. So you know what? I'm going into a management major. Parks and Recreation, outdoors. Hell, my textbooks talk about drum corps. Like, seriously, they did last semester. Like, I'm learning about how to hold events and like take care of areas that are outdoors or have recreation, which, what the hell, drum corps is recreation. It may be like painful recreation, but oh god, it still is recreation. I wrote my fucking paper about that shit. I did. I had to write a final paper for my what is recreation class. And that's what I talked about, was drum corps. But yeah, I'm learning a lot, and I'm being able to quickly utilize it into like what I'm doing. Like, for example, I'm also taking a fundraising class this semester, and we have to talk about a non-profit organization. I asked him about my drum corps stuff. He's like, dude, drum corps are amazing non-profit organizations. Do that. And drum corps also taught me, you know, never give up, because I know that sounds cliche, but at the end of like a 12 to 14 hour rehearsal day, you're fucking tired. And you want to know something even better? The next day, you have another 12 to 14 hour rehearsal day. What the hell are you gonna do? You're gonna fucking buck up and do it. Shut up or nut up. Duh. So, yeah. So, like, at the end of that day, I'm like, I can't move. That killed me. And then I was just like, you know what? There's 2 more hours of rehearsal. That is whole, like, 12 hours down, 2 hours to go. I can fucking do this. And so I was like, woo, doing this. And the next morning I'd be like, oh my god, sleeping on floors and all day work. Oh god, so I didn't drink enough water, kill me. And then I'm like, dude, the day hasn't even started yet. I still got 14 hours to go. I can't be tired yet. I'm like, yeah, go me. And then, you know, continue like that. Like, the reason why things seem impossible is because you don't think you can do them. But as soon as you get put in a situation where it's do or die, you find do is a lot easier than you think. And you know, I've taken that mentality of, holy shit, I'm tired, but you know I can do it anyways, and that's the only reason I'm probably still here at college, to be completely honest. Because, like, I remember one day at Corps, we were at the Coast Guard Academy, and I had to run, but the thing is that I got a Charlie horse in my leg. And, you know, since I was, you know, like, conductor, assistant drum major, doohickey, I couldn't sit out of PT. Who cares if I broke my leg? I still gotta run. So I ran with the Charlie horse, and that day taught me that I can fucking do anything. To be entirely honest, I can do anything. If I can run a few miles with a Charlie horse, I can deal with staying up a few more hours to do my math homework. Like, really. That is what I've learned from drum corps, is the fact that I can fucking do it. I don't care if I'm tired, I don't care if I'm hungry, I don't care if I haven't peed in hours. I can fucking do it. And if anyone tries to tell me I can't, they're fucking wrong, okay? That is the most important lesson to take out of drum corps, is the fact that if you even have the slightest thought that you might be able to do it, you can totally do it. That, like, you know, besides all the skills that I just learned, you know, from doing it, and then now I have that new life mentality, and those two things changed my whole fucking life, okay? Just those two things. That no matter what the hell happens, you can do it. Okay? That is why drum corps has changed my life. Sorry for the ramble. I hope it wasn't too boring for you. I hope that you weren't completely lost. If you have any more questions about drum corps, the activity in general, please leave it below and I'll do my best to answer it. If you have, you know, any marching, music, drum corps, whatever, comments, leave them below. If you liked my video, like it. If you like most of my videos, or, you know, more than one of my videos, subscribe. And thank you for watching. You guys are the best. Bye!